ride to the park where it first started. Cold night, us lying in the dark. I felt my heart was trying to find a place for you to stay, a place where I'd feel.
I think that Justin and I should. Lighting's sort of weird. I think Justin and I should do vlogs. He's at the ATM right now, and but we went to our midwife appointment, and it was our second one, and so I've already been once, and that was like our first meeting and everything, and so it was really, this second one was a lot more interesting because I was able to kind of be more myself and talk to her about questions I've had and stuff instead of just asking her about herself. These things were about how I've been feeling or questions we had, you know, regarding like the birth and the process of all of that. And so it was cool because, yeah, it was much easier to do that. I think I'm going to vlog, babe. I think I should vlog now. So I was recording. I was just talking about our midwife appointment. Put your visor down because it's really sunny. Anyway, so yeah, so we were able to ask her more questions about what we were concerned with or anything, or like I asked her, what does it mean when a baby's born in the call, and I didn't understand that, and she's like, oh, and she's telling me all about how special that is and how great it is, and now that's actually impossible to do at the hospital because they don't allow that, and so it's only done in like, you know, under a midwife's care, or and it usually is in water births or something like that. And it was cool. Anyway, and then the other question was like, what if the baby poops while they're in there? And she said, I've had, how many did she guess? So a certain amount of babies that were born, 3 that were born with meconium, and they are fine. They didn't even, you know, she said out of those, only one of them needed to be hospitalized, and he was in the hospital for 24 hours or something, because it was respiratory. The problem is that he inhaled it anyway. And because I had questions about that, like, oh, what if that happens? You know, it's an emergency situation. And usually, and she said it actually kind of happens because if you're born in a hospital, these interventions like epidurals and Pitocin, it kind of, you know, stresses the baby a little bit, and usually meconium is because of the baby is stressed, and that's, you know, a very interesting point, and that's why she probably only has seen 3, and you kind of hear about it happening kind of often in the hospital, and usually those women that have had Pitocin already, and probably something like that, like an intervention that stressed the baby out. Anyway, she measured me, and she said, wow, you're 17 centimeters or something like that, right? Centimeters? And, you know, which indicates that you are about 17 weeks along, so you were actually right on schedule. And, because I'm, like, gonna be 17 weeks tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. And, yeah, and I always forget how to count it, because I say 16, I'm 17 weeks, but it's because I'm actually 16 weeks and 2 days or something like that. Sometimes, you know, I don't know how to count it because I'm on my 17th week. So I always forget how to say it. But anyway, I should probably just start saying the week I've already completed, I guess. I'm getting all confused because I'm labeling my pictures like that. And I've already labeled them. And that was what week I was on. Like I say, 12th week or whatever. So, or 17th week, whatever. Yep. And I gained 5 pounds this month. I'm laughing because I just feel like I really shouldn't be gaining weight so fast, and I feel really bad. But she's like, it's normal, whatever, and she's making me feel better about it, but I don't know. I think I gained way too much in the first trimester, that's for sure. So my weight gain now, from now on, I want it to be very slow and gradual, because I know it's not baby weight that's being gained, it's like my weight gain. So anyway, she said baby's healthy and all that stuff. Yeah, it was cool. Oh, babe. Anyway, yeah, so this is my first vlog. Oh, the third vlogging. It'll be fun, right?
Right.
Are you excited?
You know it.
Oh yeah. What else did we ask her? You are a white ghost right now. We talked to her about how hospital births. And how come they don't, if they give them vitamin K shots, like my mom asked me, does she do that? And she said, yeah, I have it. I have it if you want it. I have vitamin K, and they do something else. They do, I can't remember. I don't know. Oh yeah, they put stuff in their eyes. And they put stuff in their eyes when they're first born, and then they give them a shot, vitamin K, because the first 8 days of a baby's life, they don't have vitamin K. They don't produce it until 8 days. And it's kind of interesting to her, you know, and she usually does she has a biblical standpoint on a lot of things that she does, and the reason why, because she believes that, you know, we are equipped with what we need. God made us to be, you know, sufficient, because he made us the way he wanted us to be made. So so she doesn't actually promote and say, oh yeah, let's do the vitamin K, definitely, unless there's a problem, because the only thing you'd want to do that for is if for some reason they had some kind of internal bleeding, you would want them to have vitamin K to be able to like heal themselves and stuff or something. And so if they had like a blister or a blood blister or anything on the baby, then she would definitely do it. But if there was no reason for her to think that they would need, that he would have internal bleeding, and that they would be suffering from that in the first 8 days, then there's no reason to give it to him. And then she said it's interesting because babies are circumcised in the Bible on the 8th day. And how interesting is that God would say the 8th day that is when they start producing vitamin K. That's pretty interesting. And then she said, although I'm not, you know, big promoter of the modern day circumcision, and she has her theories on that, which maybe I'll make a video about, because it's kind of an interesting subject and we're not sure how we feel about it. So we'll probably talk about it. I don't know. And then, anyway, and then the eye thing was, it's a very, very rare case that the baby could get this certain bacteria, and then the certain bacteria could cause problems, and could, in a certain percentage of those people who have the bacteria, could get have a blind baby. But it is so rare that she doesn't necessarily think it's, you know, because you test for it, and then if you test for it, you don't need to do that thing with their eyes. Because she tests you for it at 35 weeks, and I will do the test to see if I have the bacteria. And most people who don't go get these pap smears and like vaginal exams all the time, they don't get that bacteria because like most of the time they don't. They do a lot of things for the home birth to prevent that from happening. I don't know if I make any sense. Do I make sense?
It makes some sense.
Not all sense, some. Aw, man. Anyway. Oh my gosh, there's gonna be a baby back there. Anyway. Okay. 9 minutes. Whoa. Done?
You can edit it.
I will. Bye! Say bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, say it nice.
Bye.
It's our... Do you count each?
Yeah, I'm doing it in groups of 4. Okay, so I've got 4 on this side. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 regular ones. Okay, the chain counts as a regular one, that end of chain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I've got a stitch with 3 in it. Okay, and I've got 4 regular ones. Then I skip 2 down here. Okay, now I've just done 4 more. And I counted my stitches down here wrong. That's okay.
Told me to speed up too quick.
That really did kind of frighten you a little bit. He gotcha.
Something is happening in my mouth.
Do it again.
Squeeze a little bit more.
Yeah, okay, do it again.
That's crazy.
You like that, huh? You squinted a little bit. There it is.
You kind of like it, don't you?
His eyebrows going up and down.
He's like pushing as hard as he can away. No, you want to.
Ooh, yummy. Do you like lemon?
Make sure he doesn't get any
couldn't
seeds
see
or
it, but you
anything.
went.
Yeah.
Great birthday there.